Hello and welcome to episode 19 of my A to Z stitch series. We're up to letter S now and we're learning the star stitch. So let's spin the spinner and find out what we're going to make. And it's a bookmark. So you'll need your yarn of choice, the recommended hook size, scissors, tapestry needle, and an optional stitch marker. Begin by making a slip knot. For this stitch, we need to start by chaining any odd number. I'm going to do 25 for mine. Once you're ready, turn your chain over so that you're looking at the back of it. We're going to be working into the back bumps of the chain for a cleaner look. For row 1, we're going to begin by inserting the hook into the second chain from the hook, yarn over and pull it through. Now insert your hook into the next chain and yarn over and pull it through. Continue inserting your hook into the next chain and pulling through a loop until you have 6 loops on your hook. Try to keep your tension on the looser side, but keep an even tension so that all of the loops are the same size. Once you're ready, then yarn over one more time and pull through all 6 loops. And to finish this, we need to chain 1. This is going to be the eye or the center of the star, which we'll work into next. All of these loops create the spikes that make up the star. So now let's create the second star. It's going to be a little bit different this time. Start by inserting your hook into the eye of the star that we just made. Yarn over and pull it through. You should have 2 loops on your hook. Now insert your hook into the space between the last 2 spikes. If you have a tighter tension, it can be a little hard to shimmy your hook in there, but you're going to yarn over and pull it back through. You should now have 3 loops on your hook. Now we're going to insert the hook into the same chain where we worked the last stitch of the previous star. Then yarn over and pull it through. You should have 4 loops on your hook. Now we're going to insert the hook into the next chain, yarn over and pull it through, and then do that again in the next chain, yarn over and pull it through. There we go. So you should now have 6 loops on your hook. When you're ready, yarn over one more time and pull through all 6 loops. Then chain 1 to finish the stitch and create the eye. Let's do that one more time together. We're going to insert into the eye, between the spikes, into the chain where the last stitch was worked, and then the next 2 free chains. So let's do it. Insert into the eye first, yarn over and pull it through. Then go between the spikes, yarn over and pull it through, into the chain where the last stitch was worked, yarn over and pull it through, and then the next chain, yarn over and pull through, and one more time into the next chain, yarn over and pull through. Make sure you have 6 loops on your hook, then yarn over and pull through all of them. And don't forget to chain 1 to finish it. Great job, everyone. Continue making stars all the way across the row. You should have 1 free chain at the very end, and that's where I'll meet you. So here's my almost completed row. We're going to finish by working a smaller star. It's going to be the exact same, except that we'll only go through this 1 free chain, and then we're going to have 5 loops on our hook before we finish. Once you're done, chain 1 and turn your work. We're going to make a row of half double crochets next, and normally you chain 2 for the turning chain, but I find a chain 1 keeps the edges a little bit straighter. This chain 1 doesn't count as a stitch, so we're going to make 2 half double crochets into this very first stitch. I only did 1, which messed up my edge, so do as I say and not as I do. Perfect, and now we're going to work 2 half double crochets into the eye of the star in the row below. There we go, and that's all we're going to do across the row. Work 2 half double crochets into the eye of each star. So I'll do a couple more with you, and then I'll meet you at the end to finish the row. So I'm at the end and I have 1 star and 1 stitch left. We're going to finish by working 2 half double crochets into the star eye, and then 2 half double crochets into the last stitch. And that was it for row 2. How easy was that? Count and make sure that you have the correct number of stitches. You should have 1 less than the number of chains that you started with. I have 23 stitches, but I should have 24 because I should have made 2 half double crochets in the very beginning. But now we're going to make another row of stars, which will be basically the same as before. It just starts a little differently. So chain 3 and then turn your work. Insert your hook into the second chain from the hook. Yarn over and pull it through. Then do it in the next chain, yarn over and pull through. Now we're going to insert into the next 3 stitches, yarning over and pulling through each one until you have 6 loops on your hook. There we go. Then it's the same as before, yarn over and pull through all 6 loops. Then chain 1 to finish the stitch and create the eye. Now you'll create stars the same way we did before. Finish the row of stars ending with a small star in the very last stitch. And here it is. From here, it's a
2-row repeat.
Working row 2 and 3 over and over until you're happy with the project. Make sure to end with your half double crochets for the full completed star. So I did my next row of half double crochets and I'm happy to end my bookmark here. So once you're done, all you're going to do is chain 1 and fasten off. Now while I weave in these 2 ends, let's talk about the stitch itself and some project ideas for it. So first up, we always talk about easiness. I think that this is a stitch that upon first glance seems really complicated, and it is to an extent. I read and watched so many tutorials and everyone has a slightly different way of doing it. I think the biggest hurdle of this stitch is just knowing the anatomy of the stitches that you're looking at. Once you can clearly tell which is a spike and which stitch was worked into previously, then this is a really easy stitch that can quickly become really mindless. Now, cuteness, do I even need to answer? This is such a pretty stitch. I know it's a star, but I love flowers and it reminds me of flowers, so obviously I'm a huge fan. I've wanted to try this stitch for a long time and I'm beating myself up over not attempting it sooner. I'm definitely, totally, completely, 100% obsessed. So am I going to retire or reuse this stitch? No question about it, I'm reusing it. I think that there are so many cute ways to use it and my mind is already swirling with ideas. So let's talk ideas. This bookmark immediately reminds me of like a car key holder, if you know what I mean, like a little wristlet. I think that this would be adorable using it as a border or a fun feature on a blanket would be so cute. I think that this would be really cute as a strap for a bag or a tank top. A headband would be a super cute and easy project to make. I'm probably going to make some as gifts. I'd love to see the stitch used in everything basically. Tea towels, pot holders, coasters, bags, pouches, laptop sleeves, clothing, accessories, scarves, pillows, baskets, trays. I think that this would work for basically anything and everything. I can see why this is a go-to fun stitch for so many people. But that was it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, whether you've been following along for the whole series or just joined for this one. I appreciate it so much. If you want to help support my channel, then a like and a comment goes a long way, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll be posting more stitch tutorials multiple times a week until the end of the year, so don't miss out. We're so close to the end now. But thanks again, and as always, happy crocheting and stay lucky. Bye!